Students, today we're going to study about the continent of Africa, its location and extent, boundaries, and its discovery. So now, Africa is located here on the world map, which is the second largest continent after Asia. And the three main lines of latitudes pass through it, namely the equator, passing through the middle of the continent, Tropic of Cancer, and Tropic of Capricorn. So you see, most of Africa lies between the tropics. And that is why in Latin, Africa is also known as Africa, meaning sunny, where the sun shines for most of the year as it receives the direct rays of the sun. Now, this African continent consists of 54 countries, most of which were under the colonial rule of Europeans, as it was rich in resources like gold, ivory, salt, and other resources. And they got independence only in late 20th century. Now if you see the northern countries here, including Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, they form part of the Middle East and North Africa, while a larger part of Africa lies south of Saharan desert here, which is called the Sub-Saharan Africa. Now we'll see the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of Africa. Africa extends from 37 degree north to 35 degrees south latitudes and 17 degree west to 51 degree east longitudes. Talking about its boundaries now, it is surrounded by water bodies from all sides, namely the Mediterranean Sea in the north, Red Sea in the northeast, Indian Ocean in the east, Atlantic Ocean in the west. It is separated from Europe by Strait of Gibraltar. What is a strait? It is a narrow strip of water which separates two large land masses and connects two large water bodies. Again here, Strait of Bab el-Mandeb, which separates Africa from Arabia and which joins Red Sea with Gulf of Aden. Come here now. There is a narrow strip of land joining Africa with Asia, which is known as Isthmus of Suez. What is an isthmus? It is a narrow strip of land which joins two large land masses and separates two large water bodies. So those were its boundaries. Cape Agulhas is the southernmost tip of Africa. Now talking about the discovery and exploration of Africa. Most of Africa was quite unknown to the world for a long time because of its inaccessibility. And that is why it is also known as a dark continent, because of its vast deserts, dense forests, and marshes and swamps. Only in late 19th century, three explorers, namely Sir Henry Morton Stanley, Mungo Park, and a missionary, David Livingstone, they explored the interiors of Africa. Now there are certain factors that have led to the late discovery of Africa. Number one, the vast Saharan desert, which is a hindrance for the southward movement of people. Then there are dense forests of the Congo Basin, which form a thick canopy of trees. Canopy meaning a roof-like or tent-like structure formed by the dense trees there, which um, do not allow the sun rays to penetrate and reach the ground. Then, as most of the region lies between the tropics, the climate is hot and damp there, making it quite uncomfortable. Then, uh, there are certain insects found here, like mosquitoes, which cause malaria, and other biting flies like tsetse, also known as tick-tick fly. There are rivers which are not fit for navigation, as they form many waterfalls and rapids. And lastly, the tribes there. The primitive tribes there do not welcome the foreigners. They treat them as threat and can even kill them. So all these factors have led to the late discovery of Africa. So that was all about location and extent and discovery of Africa. Next class we'll see the physical divisions of Africa.